I want to start this video by showing you this picture. And what does it say? It's a shopping sale. And what happens when you see this picture, or this comes to your mobile phone, or you somehow get to know that the nearest shopping mall is giving 50% discount? What would you do if you see this and you want to buy all your favorite items available there? You would spend 50% of your savings buying all the things you needed in the past year or so. And that's a general human tendency. There's nothing weird in that. But just imagine you're into the mall and you're buying everything and putting everything in a shopping cart. Someone comes and tells you that whatever merchandise you have taken so far are all fake and actually has no value. So you think your favorite watch, which generally costs rupees 2000, now you can get it for 1000 over here, but they are all fake. They are not the original ones. So what happens then? Definitely you will empty the shopping cart and will leave the shopping center. And not only that, you will not advise anyone to buy anything from there, right? So you look at the smartness you have right here. I mean, you were buying everything, you were spending a lot of money, you were ready to spend a lot of money, and then someone just said that, okay, the merchandise, you cannot trust them, they are fake, or they might be fake. And that thing actually triggers that you don't want anything anymore, and you just dump everything and leave the mall. But then how do you come to the market with your half of your life savings, and you put all those savings into the stocks which are priced at rupees 5 without even knowing the company? So you buy the stock at 5 because it was at 50 and now it is at 5. So you think, oh my god, that 50 bucks is now down to 5. So this is a great buying opportunity. But why can't this stock be fake? Why can't this stock be a scam like the shopping center guys are running? So why can't this be a scam? So what I'm trying to say here is that this is happening every day in the market. And I'll explain you over the course of this video as to why people are forced or are psychologically coerced into buying such stocks. So let me introduce you to the most corrupt and scamster segment of the Indian markets. And we all have traded it once. I confess I had bought a penny stock when I first traded the market 15 years ago. I don't want you to trade, and this video will cover major issues in investing in penny stocks. So welcome to penny stocks. So what exactly are penny stocks? Penny stocks are those that trade at a very low price, have very low market capitalization. And at the same time, you see stocks that are like 5 rupees or 10 rupees or maximum under 20 rupees. But when you multiply that by the number of shares outstanding, what you get is the market capitalization. And if that is very low, that is a red flag. And then you know that this might be a penny stock. The other property of penny stock is they are mostly illiquid. What do you mean by illiquid? Which means there is not much trading activity in the stock. So if you go to the list of buyers and sellers, there are not much buyers and there are not much sellers, which means there is not any trade happening very often. Now, penny stocks are usually listed on smaller exchanges, but it might also be trading on a bigger exchange. So penny stocks in the Indian stock markets can have prices below rupees 10. And these stocks are very speculative in nature and are considered highly risky because of lack of liquidity. And over the course of this video, what we'll see later is how liquidity problem can actually wipe out all your money within a matter of days. It has small number of shareholders, and the spread between buyers and seller is very large. And there is not much information about the stock. Now, in the US, it trades below $1. So you find many stocks which trade below $1. Those are called penny stocks in the US. Now, in my earlier video, I was talking about small cap stocks. The link to that video is in the description. So the thing with the small cap is that even though they are risky, but still, if you know how to pick up good companies and understand simple businesses, you can find small caps which can be the next multi-bagger, which means you will make your money many times over. Not 2, not 3, maybe 20 times. So some might become overvalued as well, like we have analyzed that in the previous video, but they will eventually come back to being fairly priced, and that's when we have to buy it. And when you know how to analyze a company's business, you won't feel the fear and you can invest the money there. But this is one section I want you to completely avoid, and that is the penny stocks. In this video, we will analyze how penny stocks look cheap and lucrative to you and the psychology behind buying the piece of crap. But before I go ahead, I want you to subscribe to the channel and like the video if you really like it, and share it with people who are busy trading penny stocks. So let's talk about this chart over here. So it's a simple chart, and you see it's not like the other candlestick charts which you see. You see it's kind of it's kind of a ladder going from September to December. If you see this ladder over here, it corrects a little bit and then it goes up again. So how is this ladder formed, and what is this? So this is the first trigger of buying a penny stock. Is you see the tremendous rise in very short span of time. So you see in September it is priced at around 12, and in December it is priced at around 62. So now all the calculation starts coming in. So you think, okay, if I would have bought that at 12, I would have sold that at 60, and that would have made my money 5 times. So when you see something like this, psychologically, this gets you into buying this kind of stocks. The other condition where your mind is not in your control and it goes and buys cheap stuff is this kind of chart. Now, what is the trigger here? So the trigger is that it was trading at 100, it's now trading at 10. And so this is a great opportunity to invest in this stock, right? Now, this is the mindset of most of the new traders. So I can't call them investors. They would put all their savings in this stock and live and die every day watching this stock. And I would say some of them living and dying every minute watching the price. This is the most common trigger of buying crappy stocks. The stock was at 100, now it is at 10. That gives a big opportunity to buy the stock. And that mentality is totally crappy mentality, and we will see in the course of the video. So why is this market mania going to kill you? And is there really a market mania right now? So people know that they want to invest, but they don't know where to invest. And this is the biggest problem. You might have seen this chart in my earlier video, but I want to emphasize again on this fact that there are a number of demats opening every month in India. Imagine where these people invest. So these are all retail investors getting in. And you know what's the best investment strategy of the new retailers with small accounts like 5,000 or 8,000 or 10,000 is they think they want to turn that 5,000 into like 1 crore or maybe 1 lakh. So the best investment strategy comes into penny stocks. Overvalued small caps and overvalued small caps are also dangerous, but at least if you are smart, you can get something out of it. The other place where the extra smart beginners go into is the F&O market, and they would lose all their money. But they would come back again, lose all their money again, and keep doing that, buying out of money call options, buying out of money put options, which just to and they'll think that a 2 rupee call option will turn into 200 and make them rich overnight. So I'll be making a video in the future on options and futures, and if you think I should make one video on options trading, let me know in the comments. The argument of buying penny stock is that many of the big stocks at one stage would be penny stocks. But when I searched the YouTube channel for penny stocks, and I went to the first 20 pages of my search results, and they are filled with penny stock recommendations. Buy a stock at 8 rupees and it'll turn 8,000. Buy penny stocks which are fundamental because no one knows about it, but I will tell you how to do that. So that kind of videos. You can see there are 5 penny stocks under rupees 1, target rupees 300. Wow. So if I put my life saving at 1 and take out at 300, and I just put 1 lakh or not more than that, and I get out with 3 crores. Wow, that would be a dream stock trade. So these are the results from YouTube, and I've checked this for at least 10 to 15 pages, and there are so many videos. The chances are that if you look for anything on the internet related to penny stocks, you would find one of these videos there. Here I want to talk briefly about how media is also involved in making you buy these stocks, because most of these stocks have scam going on. The operators come in and they want to just fool you with all their tactics. So let's analyze this. Now here is an article which is openly spread by the media channels. This stuff is going on for years, but this is just an example which I've pulled up recently. If you see, this is a 9th January article on the famous channel Mint. I don't know whether I can get into problem openly putting up their website clip, but I don't care if they sue me. Now look at what the article says. The article says is that there's a stock called Gujarat Tool Room Shares, one of the multi-bagger penny stocks that Indian stock market has delivered in the last 1 year. This small cap stock under 100 is one of the circuit to circuit stocks of Dalal Street. It touched the upper circuit during early morning deals on Tuesday and a new 52-week high as well. It further says is in the last 1 year, this penny stock has risen from 12 rupees to 62 rupees, logging around 400% rise. Wow, who doesn't want 400% rise? So Gujarat Tool Room Shares are one of those penny stocks that have turned a multi-bagger in the last 1 year. Wow, it sounds very convincing. I mean, there is nothing wrong if you look at the stock. If what they are saying here is like the stock was at 12 and now it is at 62, so just gone up 5 times. So there's nothing wrong with it, right? Further, if you see, it says in the last 1 month, multi-bagger penny stock has risen from 57 rupees to 62 in last 1 month. So that's not much, logging a 7.5% in the rise in this time. In the last 3 months, Gujarat Tool Room share price has shot up from 24 to 62. See, now you understand what they're doing here is they want to tell you that in a month's time it was 7.5%. In 3 months, it has recorded a 150% rally in this time. So you know how they're playing with your brain? Okay, let me put this money for 1 month. I'll get 7.5%. If not, I can put it for 3 months. I can get 150%. So this is what they do. They play with the human mind, because we all know that somewhere a human mind is greedy, and that's what they're doing here. In the last 6 months, the multi-bagger stock has returned from 13 per share to 62. Now, what is this piece of information? Does this have any fundamental value? They're just talking about what it has given in 1 month, what it has given in 3 months, and in 6 months. and, and this is an article in Mint. This is not like article on Telegram channel or somewhere. This is like a journalism house with some authority. And you look at this, and then again it talks about 1 year returns as well. Interesting. Now, this is where, and this is how they play with your brains, your emotions. They know where the weak points are. So what we see here is a clear case where greed is induced into you. I mean, it's clear mathematics, but see how it is presented. If you had invested 1 lakh in this penny stock 1 month ago, 1 lakh would have turned 1,07,000. So in the previous clip, what we saw was that they were trying to speak in terms of percentage returns for a little bit of sophisticated investors who can do good arithmetic. Now over here, they want to actually take the new investors, the people who have just come into the market, and they want to focus on them. So what they do is to trigger the greed button. What they're saying here is 1 lakh in this penny stock 1 month ago have turned into 1,07,000. That doesn't sound very interesting, right? If an investor had invested 1 lakh in this small cap under 100 3 months ago, 1 lakh would have turned to 2.5. Similarly, if an investor had invested 1 lakh in this penny stock 6 months ago, its 1 lakh would have turned 4 lakhs. Oh my God, in 6 months. So look what they're doing here. They just want to tell you if 1 lakh was invested for a year, for 6 months, for a month, and also for a week. All this data with these numbers coming up so that your mind starts to calculate everything. Okay, 1.1 lakh goes to 2.5. Okay, 1 lakh goes to 4 lakhs now in a matter of 6 months. So let's say I've put 2 lakhs by taking a personal loan from a bank at 16% interest rate, and I would have put that in the stock. That 2 lakh would have turned 8 lakhs. I would have taken that 8 lakhs, paid off my loan, and still had like at least 5 lakhs left. Wow. And I'm not going to miss this opportunity next time when I see this. and here's the big hit. Like 1 lakh in this multi-bagger penny stock 1 year ago, and it had remained invested in this penny stock till date. So now they want you to keep invested for the next 1 year. 1 lakh would have turned to 5 lakhs today. This is the killer statement. This statement here is a killer statement. And this triggers a lot of greedy people to come and invest into this stock. Isn't that interesting? This is outright crime, guys. I mean, I cannot really emphasize or say anything because they might come and sue me if I say something, or they might take some action on this video or something because they have power at their side. And now let's actually look at what Gujarat Tool Room, this company, does. So clearly what they were saying is that it was at a very low price here, and then it goes up and stays here. But what is this? What are these dots? I mean, these are not like candlesticks. These are not like the general market chart. These are something different. What are these? We'll find out soon. So I went to the financials of Gujarat Tool Room Company, which was such a big multi-bagger, and it turned 1 lakh into 5 lakhs. So I was just trying to check if what has actually happened with the with the sales and the net profit and the operating margin. And this is what I found. The sales is zero for the past 5 years. Isn't that surprising, guys? There's no operating income. There is no net profit. I don't know how. I mean, you can just play a quiz with 5-year-old kids and ask them to find number on this page, and they would spot three numbers here, single digits. And this is the financial of the Gujarat Tool Room company, which the Mint article is talking about, which supposedly is a multi-bagger. If you invest 1 lakh, you'll get 5 lakhs in this. Wow. So this is the income statement. If you really want me to blow your mind, let's look at the balance sheet. Now here's a balance sheet of the Gujarat Tool Room company. And I just kept on scrolling to find if I can find any numbers. Tangible assets, 0. Wow. Intangible assets, 0. Current investments, 0. Cash and cash equivalents of 7 lakhs. Oh my God. Gujarat Tool Room with a multi-bagger. 7 lakhs of cash. So this is their balance sheet. And I'm not kidding you. I can put the links in the description. You can go check yourself. I'm not making any of these numbers. Then I said, okay, I mean, maybe Money Control is not putting it properly. I usually take a glimpse of the annual reports and balance sheet over there, but maybe they are wrong. Maybe they have not updated it. So I tried to find the website of this company. And this is the website of the company. And believe me, when I started my research, this was something different. I don't know, somehow they came to know that after this article, we need to prepare a website as well. And the website needs to at least show up something. So they built this website with no products, no services. Their location is somewhere in Ahmedabad, which is meaningless actually. And they provide comprehensive employment services. Oh my God. It is into the plastic sector, according to BSc, but they're doing something else. Financial report, you click on all these things, nothing will happen because they don't take you anywhere. I'm not an expert in IT, but I know that these links are not working. And this is their website. Gujarat Tool Room, the multi-bagger who turned 1 lakh into 5 lakhs, has a dismal website like this. Don't get shocked. I can show up like hundreds of examples like this, but that will take the video and make it like a one year long video. So there's limitation. I can't do much. Here's another one. This is called Tarai Foods. Tarai Foods was at 5 in October and it's at 14 right now. So it just tripled your money maybe if you just take it as 15. So 1 lakh invested in this would turn 3 lakhs. And this is not even 1 year. This is like only 3 months. So I said, okay, I mean, maybe Gujarat Tool Rooms is not a proper company to, a proper penny stock to invest in, but maybe Tarai Food has all the good things going on. So let me just go to its financials again. So here is the financials of Tarai Foods. And I don't know if a company is open, it might be doing something. I mean, giving at least salaries or something. But the sales, 0. Net profit, 0. Nothing there to talk about, actually. And the stock just tripled in 3 months. Wow. Someone might be finding some value in this company. So that's why they're taking it from 5 to 12. Okay. Here's the most shocking thing. Let's go to the website of Tarai Foods. TaraiFoods.com is available for sale. So that domain is for sale. So there might be some website on this earlier, but now this thrivefoods.com, even you can go ahead and buy this domain because they don't want to have any website. Yeah, definitely not, because their sales are zero right now, but no problem. The stock is up 3 times in 3 months. So that is what matters, right? Now here's what these media people do very well. Look at this. I mean, they put a disclaimer at the end. It says the views and recommendations made above are those of individual analysts or broking companies and not of Mint. So why is it on Mint? We advise investors to check with certified experts before making any investment decision. So how many of you do that? How many of you, before buying a penny stock, would go to an investment advisor and ask him about it? Probably his investment advisor would give him another penny stock to invest in. So what I've got here are 2 examples, but I mean, I can show you at least 200 of these shit trading on BSE. And if you know of any stuff, like do post it into the comments, and I will analyze it and show it to you that why they are crappy. Most of the penny stocks are manipulation. Most of the penny stocks where manipulation is happening is listed on the Bombay Stock Exchange. So next time someone shows you a penny stock which is traded only on the BSE, beware. So let's say you somehow didn't buy this stock at this price. If you were lucky and but believe me, that will keep ringing in your head is what will keep ringing in your head is that 1 lakh turned to 5 lakhs in 1 year. And this creates a register of money multiplication in your head. And whenever you start looking at a chart, you start multiplying money into your brains. And you say, okay, if I had invested 1 lakh here, it would be, okay, 20 lakhs here. Okay, next time I don't want to miss this opportunity. And you start looking for stocks which are now priced below 10 because you don't want to miss any kind of opportunity in the future. Here's a day, I think this is 10th of January, and I've just posted the penny stocks which hit lower circuit. So you see these are down like 10%. I'm sorry, the font is very small, but still you can see clearly. All have hit lower circuit. These stocks have gone down for the day. These are all penny stocks, and look at the group which they trade in. So you find any stocks in these groups, please, please, please don't buy these shares. They might be priced at 5, they might be priced at 500. Don't buy it. X group, T group, these are not the stocks to be traded. Now, how do people actually lose money in the penny stock? To understand this, you have to understand circuit filters and how the circuit filters will not allow you to get out of the market. And this is so also some people say that I'm just investing 5,000 in a penny stock. So either it will become 0 or it will run to 1 crore. But I want you to ask one of these guys where it reached, and you cannot be so careless with 5,000 rupees, or for that matter even 500 rupees. If you just want to do something with it, just buy silver worth rupees 5,000 and maybe wear it in your hand or like a jewelry, and that will help you in a bad time. And it also beats inflation, which is seen from the past 500 years. So to understand how we lose all our money in penny stocks, we have to understand what is a circuit filter and why it doesn't allow you to get out of that penny stock. So how market-wide circuit breakers protect the market in general, but at the same time, they actually destroy all your money when you are invested in penny stocks. So the exchange implemented index-based market-wide circuit breakers with effect from July to 2001. And this was in part because of the major slew of stock market reforms, which was initiated by SEBI after the Ketan Parekh scam that had surfaced in the Indian stock markets. The index-based market circuit breaker system applies at 3 stages of the index movement. These circuit filters apply at 10%, at 15%, at 20%. Circuit breakers, when triggered, bring about a coordinated trading halt in all the equity and equity derivatives markets. But what happens to penny stocks? So some of the penny stocks will keep hitting circuit filters of 5% every day. And what happens? It could be 2% as well. It could be 5%. It could be 10%. But when it hits 5%, what is the problem? And if penny stocks continuously hit circuit filters, how is that you are not able to get? And how are people getting stuck in the circuit filter? That's the big thing to explain here. We'll discuss about how people get stuck in circuit filter. So the thing is that you say, okay, I bought a stock at 100, and if I think there is any issue, maybe I will exit at 80. I can take a 20% loss. That's okay. Now I will explain you why when you want to get out of 80, the penny stock will not allow you to do that. The price band of these penny stocks are 5% either way. So what happens when you buy a stock at 100, pouring all your life savings, and it hits lower circuit? The trading is halted for the day, and now you can't sell the stock because there are no buyers. So here is an example of a lower circuit. You see over here, we have only sellers in the list. We don't have any buyer. So there are no buyers here. So what will happen to this guy who wants to sell these many quantity to someone who might be interested in buying, but we see as no one's interested in buying here. And now this trade gets stuck. This is called a circuit filter where there is no buyer to actually buy your stock when you want to sell it. So if you see the stock going down and you want to sell it, there's no one to buy it. And that's where the circuit filter creates a problem. Who is owning the stock? And they cannot sell it. Now, if you want to see a lower circuit, you just look at what I've marked here in red. What is happening here is every day the stock opens and just closes on the lower circuit. And it keeps doing that every day. So if you thought you can get out in between here, you would actually not be able to get out in any of these days. So if the stock was trading at 10, the only opportunity to get out was directly at 5.5. You can't do anything in between. You can't sell your stock. And this is how people get into the trap of penny stocks. They buy it, it keeps going up, but when it starts going down and every day it hits the circuit of 5%, the lower circuit, there are no buyers, the buyers all vanished, and now you cannot sell your stock. And for days, the penny stock will be stuck in the lower circuit. And that's where all the problem is. So now what happens? You bought at 10, it goes at 5, it opens, it gives you an opportunity to go out, but you don't know what to do because you wanted 1 lakh to turn to 5 lakhs. So you wait. And then it hits another series of lower circuits, and that will turn that 5 rupees into probably 1 rupee or maybe 0. And this is how we all lose all our money in penny stocks. So the question is, are all penny stocks bad? The answer is no. But you will have to develop good understanding of businesses and business cycles. If the company is facing a lawsuit, the stock might drop from 100 to 10, but you cannot just go and buy it. You will have to follow the lawsuit and understand what is the basic issue with this lawsuit. Is the selling overdone? What happens if the company is not able to defend itself in the lawsuit? Or maybe it can just get out of this lawsuit without any issues. How much loss can it make? And will it impact the normal operations of the company? or will it be a setback for the company where they will not be able to recover their normal operations? Investors who put their money in these turnaround cases are hoping the shares are worth much more. They are betting the company will recover and won't enter insolvency proceedings. This is perhaps the highest form of risk in the stock market because this is all or nothing. So you get into the stock at 10 because you understand that there's not going to be a big difference. And the stock will go from 10 to 50, and that's, you make quick money 5 times. But it's not just that you can take an educated bet on that. That's not possible. You will either end up with a huge multi-bagger or you will end up losing all your investments. So, and these kind of scenarios do happen, but it is not easy to get in because take the money and get out. I mean, we need a good financial IQ to understand the business of the company and invest. Also, understanding the core competency of the company. Also, totally avoid if the stock is not in a tradable group. Okay, so sometimes because of some issues, the stock will get from a properly trading group into untradable illiquid groups, and then that's where you don't have to trade it. That's where you cannot enter it. So if you want to know more, go to the BSE website and try to find the list of groups in which the stocks are divided. And that will give you a clear picture of where you should enter and where you should not enter. So I hope you like this video, and I want you to share this video with all people who are trading the stock market. The reason is there are thousands of videos which recommend you to buy this piece of crap, the penny stocks, but there are very few videos who actually warn you of the possible problems in the penny stock. So please share this with as many people as you can, and this will create an awareness of how not to lose all your money. Because I'm saying this with my experience, because we have all the experienced traders at some point of time has done this. And I don't want you to lose money. I want you to be a long-term stable investor. And hence we have to avoid these penny stocks. Thank you for watching.